RPGs are one of my favorite genres for video games. There's one subcategory of RPGs that always challenges me and makes me think, man, do I hate my life. That would be tactical RPGs. Now, I know everybody in the comment section, what's wrong with tactical RPGs? Well, I really love stretching my brain. I really like feeling like I'm really doing something, like I'm 5-head mode or big brain, I got ripples. But man, for some reason I feel like when I play tactical RPG based games, I feel like I'm a masochist sometimes. And I feel like today's episode, I feel like that was that. For how many times I've died in the game, Undergrave. And not only am I a masochist, this game also has PermaDeath, as you've probably seen from the thumbnail and the title. Welcome back to Chaotic Inc. I'm your host KSTTV as we discuss and geek out over the latest RPG news, gameplays, and guides, and much more. If that is something you love to do as well, then subscribe to the channel for more. Now let's talk about what exactly is Undergrave. Now the story of Undergrave goes as follows. After losing your loved one, you decide to bring her back by going to the depths of the Void Realm and completing the Trial of Resurrection. And that's pretty much the entire story of the entire game. It is essentially currently right now in demo, so there's not much more story or lore that you can go from there. The whole point is just survive. This game has a lot of permadeath, and I've died so many times. Keep in mind, you are running on one single life, but you technically get 8 attempts in one life since you have 8 health bar. Now I haven't got too far that you can increase that health bar. I've gotten almost close to beating the game, but I haven't seen too much of increasing other than adding new abilities to your character or new passive abilities to your character. This game is essentially full strategy. It is played almost like chess, and that's the best part about this game. That what makes me love it, but hate it so much. So after playing a couple of hours and dying, I haven't beat it yet. I've gotten close plenty of times. I may have did a one misclick or something. Still was getting used to dealing with enemies one square away from me, and I'm not being able to attack, and it just got weird from there. As you guys may have noticed from the gameplay right above, every level you go through has a generated an amount of enemies, and they have their own specific things. The enemies react to your character. No matter what action you do in the game, the enemies will then take an action for you. Sadly, normally the only way they could be able to attack you is that they have the one square away from you to initiate the attack. So there's no long range attacks you have to deal with. Everything is essentially all based on the character's movement. Now, they can sit there all day. There's no time limit. You can sit there and stand still. You don't have to worry about the enemies coming towards you. You can formulate an entire strategy before even moving the mouse, moving your cursor, anything of that nature. Let's talk about the pure things that you need to even complete the level. So first things first, in order to actually complete this game or complete each level, you must get rid of every single enemy that's on the board. No, there's no secret way out. You must formulate a plan and destroy every enemy that's on board. Now, you can do that in technically 3 different ways. You have the dash attack, which basically allows you to cut through your enemies in a single line. You have your jump ability, which basically allows you to leap from another square, and upon landing on another square, you can stun the surrounding enemies. And then you also have your throwing ability, which basically allows your character to throw the sword at the enemies. And it's all like one shot. I haven't dealt with an enemy that required more than 2, unless there's some further in the game or at the exact ending of the game, which I'm still planning to try to get to that point. All of these attacks cost a lot of stamina, so be very careful and choose wisely, as well as because you only get a small amount of it, which is about 8 last time I checked. And one thing it is, the movement in Undergrave is very turn-based, and it's turn-based, but it's fast-paced at the same time. Every time you move, they move. So it's not like, oh, I move and I get to do all of my stuff and then now it's their turn. No, it is almost like real time in a way, but it's turn-based due to each tile you're on. The game is purely fun. If you like roguelike tactical RPGs, this is the game for you. Permadeath is a thing, so no matter where you're at in the game, if you die, you will be restarting right back at level 1. And man, for a demo, there's a lot of levels before you get to the end boss. And I'm pretty sure once the game fully comes out, which will be July 13th of this year, we'll have a lot more hell to go through. And the particular demo, you get technically 2 specific perk levels, which basically are definitely randomly generated. So once you get to these parts of the game, you can choose between 3 different passive perks that you will be able to help you out in the future. So you can add 2 points of health, or you can upgrade your jump ability, upgrade your dash ability, and do extra cool other features. Undergrave is a great game. I really love playing it. I hope you guys enjoy it. It is currently on Android and it is on Steam. So definitely hop on both of those. Right now you can play it. It's only like 30 or so megabytes. So definitely jump into it. It's fun. Hope you guys enjoy it. I enjoy it. Even though it hurts so bad when I play this game. You guys have a good one. If you want to check out another good roguelike based game, then I do have a Dreamscaper that I used to cover. I'll have it in the top right hand corner for you guys. Other than that, it's been your host, KSTTV here at Chaotic Inc. Signing out. Peace.
Manifest. I don't sleep, that's so weak, don't plan to rest. I'm from a hood where you die if you don't pack a vest. No culinary degrees, but whipping crack the best. Chefing, hard times taught lessons. Praying every night to pull up in park Benzes. What's my home is what you call trenches. You wouldn't last a day seeing life through all lenses. It's all tension, no sun, and rain and plenty. Full-time job, still can never make a penny. I ain't